Tell me something, boy. Are you happy in this modern world? Oh, do you need
he rhymed boy with world.
Okay.
This is the Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote.
Pardon it.
Here's your host, Greg Cote.
Greg, as this episode starts, as this episode comes out on Monday morning, you are currently under the knife.
It's true, literally.
I hope it's going well for you.
Yeah. I wish I were doing it live under anesthesia. So groggy I can barely hear you, but yet trying to do a podcast. My surgery is at I'm supposed to be there at 7:30 Monday morning, so I would imagine that my lower abdomen will actually be cut into around 8 o'clock a.m. Monday, or the 8 o'clock hour. So as our first listeners are listening as this podcast drops, I will be under anesthesia at a local hospital.
It sounds like you are right now.
Hopefully surviving to live another day.
I will be under anesthesia
Yeah, shut up.
as you listen to this.
Okay. Anyway, it's being described as minor surgery, so don't worry about me, and yet pray for me at the same time. Thank you.
This is
Mike,
your belly button surgery.
I think you just heard that laugh. Michael's back.
Hey. I'm back.
He's in a submarine, the SS Michael. Michael is here, by the way, because we have another installment of Greg Doesn't Know Movies, a very special installment, which involves song. So we're going to get to that before long. But I have to mention something first, because I just saw this yesterday as we record, and it depresses me. It half excites me and half depresses me. They're using artificial intelligence to reimagine The Wizard of Oz. And purists like me are going to hate this just on principle. And some people are going to love it because it's a way of recreating one of the all-time great movies. Warner Brothers is behind it, Discovery, Google Cloud, and supposedly they're going to create an immersive experience of this 1939 classic, The Wizard of Oz experience. It's going to premiere at the Sphere in Las Vegas in August. And so I look at this with great. It's AI taking over the world. It's artificial intelligence literally taking over the world, costing people jobs, putting people out of business. Recreating what used to be natural talent by means of a computer. So to me, it's a scary thing.
So you were good with AI until now? Like, this is where you draw the line? Like,
This is the
No,
line.
not at all. I've always been scared by AI because I see that it's going to take over the world. And pretty soon, there are not going to be any need for singers and actors and people like that, because everything is going to be done artificially.
How do I know this is an AI right now? Because I feel like if I asked AI to make an old man's take on AI, this is exactly what it would sound like.
That's true. And
like
you
this,
could
they're coming for our stuff. I don't like that they're doing these computers. They're taking over our jobs.
now, when you say taking over, do you mean that like you're afraid that robots will like take us, like be like our masters? Like, what do you mean?
No, what I mean is the creative arts are in jeopardy because anything can be created. Like you could have artificial intelligence. You could assign artificial intelligence to do an Adele album, and the voice is going to sound just like Adele. The music is going to be in her style, and the music industry is petrified about this. I would imagine all creative arts are, including actors, because here you see The Wizard of Oz is going to be recreated, in essence, a modern sequel of The Wizard of Oz without the use of actors, with the use of only AI. So
I was with Mike Ryan last night at Highlight, and he just randomly showed me a couple pictures that he had AI turn into dog faces. Like there's a famous like photo of me and him doing like the XFL pose.
Yeah.
And he just like turned my face into a dog.
Right. What kind of dog?
Where I'm just like, I'm going to show you it. I just texted him to send it to me. I can show you guys. He like
Okay.
just It's just a picture of me, but instead of me, it's a dog.
Okay. All
Michael,
right.
hold still.
I know, Mike. What do you, like this is a video experience for people. Like, please put the phone somewhere
Let's
and
all
leave it.
We're doing that.
I'm just
Yes,
saying, like, Mike,
but-
like, imagine like if we all were like this whole time, just like, I mean, it's just like Christ, dude.
My bad.
Okay.
Hold on.
It's an earthquake test the entire time.
But
And all right, perfect. That's good. That's perfect. Just like
Okay.
that. There you go.
Yeah.
you could also have AI imitate this entire show with all of our voices and everything. There's nothing AI
right.
can't do.
You ready? Here's the
Yeah.
original,
Okay.
and then there it and then it's just me.
I hate
and-
that
and-
so much.
And then I'm a dog.
Okay, but that's just Photoshop, right?
And then
I'm
he
an
was
evil
like,
cat.
Well, it's automatic.
this is not even a
Photoshop.
real photo. He took a picture of me and a picture of Mo, his friend, and he's like, create a picture together. And then AI made this. My hands
Okay.
don't look like that though. So
See, that's less offensive to me than recreating musicians and actors' performances.
Well, you're recreating graphic artists, Greg, and what they would do.
right,
I mean,
but
so that's the thing.
yeah,
It's
this
all going to
could've-
replace something.
This could have been someone's job though to do this, Dad, and
Right.
they replaced it.
It's an interesting place to look because we all kind of are okay using it to an extent for things that we can't do. But when it comes to things that we can do and we could instantly be replaced, that's when we all start having a problem with it.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm more afraid of AI than you guys are, and maybe that's an age thing. I don't know.
I run in fear from it at all times. But at the same time, the recording programs we use, Greg, the way we're able to get clean sounding recordings, that used to be an engineer's job. And
Right.
yes, I do manual cleanup as well, but a lot of it is done through the AI based algorithms that go and clean up the audio to make an inferior microphone sound better.
Right. Okay. I don't know what that's got to do with AI, but
Plus, Dad, I don't
That's
want
what
to
I
be
just
too.
said. It's AI technology learning how to clean up audio where an audio engineer used to have to be the one to do that. So
Hey, Dad. Plus, I might sound a little indelicate, but you're going to be long gone when this thing is in its full swing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh sure, yeah, I know. But I fear for the next generation. I fear for my
Okay.
granddaughter's generation.
Let's ask AI to put out an episode for us next week.
no,
Okay.
I don't want to.
I wonder what that would sound like. Put out a Greg Cote show episode featuring Greg Cote.
They're going to fire me now.
I would love to hear AI just imitate me for 30 seconds.
Oh, now you like it. Now you
I
like
mean,
it.
I would be curious to hear it.
AI, play the sound of my own voice.
He's going to be like, AI is great.
Okay.
Last night I listened to Greg Cote, talk myself to sleep.
All right. Speaking of me, before we get to Greg Doesn't Know Movies, I want to mention one callback to the Levitard show because I sort of embarrassed myself by making up a story about recalling seeing Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game, having no idea that game famously was not televised. I had no idea when I was
It's
making
just
that up.
a classic Greg Cote thing. Like Pablo Torre did a whole episode on his podcast like a month ago about how there's no video proof of that game. And then
Okay.
Dad just goes on the Levitard show. I watched that game.
Okay.
I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Right. With apologies to Pablo Torre, I missed that episode. Sorry. Missed it. Don't have the bandwidth to listen to every podcast. Only the Greg Cote show
But
and the
it's more
Levitard
about
show only when I'm on it.
I think it's less about listening to his podcast and more about not saying things that are untrue.
Yeah. but saying
Were you trying to do bit?
No, that was just a bit.
You just chose the wrong thing.
Exactly. But I bring that up because I do want to mention a couple of other famous things in my youth, famous events that were where were you then type magnitude. And what I recalled about the John F. Kennedy assassination in '63 was very accurate. My elementary school was sent home early. I had just turned 9, and I remember walking into our house at 1440 to find my mother with the TV news on, crying, just uncontrollably crying. And I recall the day Elvis died in 1977. I was 22. I was home. at the same 1440 in our above ground pool when my mom came out through the screen door, told me Elvis had died. And
What is this?
what do you mean?
This is just you, like, what? Like, I was alive when Elvis died.
It's me recalling that moment because
You don't
some of these
remember where
moments
you were. You're so full of it. You don't remember where you were.
Oh, I guarantee he knows where he was when Elvis died. How old
totally.
were you? 23, 24?
I was 22.
22, yeah. I guarantee you know that.
I was about to turn 23. He died in August of 77. And that's absolutely the truth. Because half of the things that Tony mentioned in his top 5 list, like big moments where you remember where you were when this happened, none of them were big enough for that. And 5 years from now, nobody is going to remember or care that the Jokic or Doncic moment when he came back to Dallas. Nobody's going to remember that. That was big in Dallas. It was big in the NBA for a minute. It's going to be totally forgettable. But the day JFK died and Elvis died and the Cuban Missile Crisis and the first man on the moon, stuff like that, you're going to remember. If you saw that, that's going to be in your brain forever. And Elvis has been in my brain for almost 50 years or however long that's been.
Apologies for doubting you. It's just the last time you did this, you were lying.
Okay, but that was performance art on the Levitard show.
I remember seeing reruns of the old duck and cover videos and stuff.
Yeah.
You had to live that, right? Did you have to do that in school, like go through basically missile drills?
The only thing I remember is that we did have, and I was very young at the time. That was before JFK, obviously. So I was a year and a half younger or whatever. I just remembered that we were told how to put our head under the desk. And other than that, I don't remember. I don't really have any vivid, specific memories of that other than that. So
yeah, Chris Michael, they used to have a program like PSAs that would run on TV called Duck and Cover. And I think, Greg, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they were like just little short commercials almost, but like kind of telling you what to do when you hear the missile sirens happen. Like that's the world Greg was living in.
Right. That's absolutely true.
I don't know what Michael just yelled for.
What did he yell?
I just yelled duck.
Okay.
Oh, duck.
Yeah, duck.
Yeah, they had a jingle and everything. It's like duck, and cover, something like that.
Watch out, there's a missile coming.
All right, let's start Greg Doesn't Know Movies.
Yeah, let's do
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness a marvel of cinematic ignorance. It's time for Greg Doesn't Know Movies.
All right, Gregor. All right, here we are. I'm back. We're here to do Greg Doesn't Know Movies to find out how little my father knows about movies, and it's a lot that he doesn't know. So, are you guys ready to begin?
Today we're going to do Music Edition. So, Dad, we're going to basically, we're either going to be saying a title of a song, like trying to sing it ourselves. Maybe we'll drop in, if we can't sing. I know there's one that I sent Yeti that I would like to play at one point because I can't really sing that song. But the rest of them, we should be able to just say the titles and everyone will know the songs we're talking about.
Okay, let me say one thing. Movies may not be in my wheelhouse. I do consider music in my wheelhouse, so I expect to do much better in this Greg Doesn't Know Movies than the typical one.
Okay. What's number 1, Mike?
All right, number 1. We have the Sandlot song.
I associate no song with the Sandlot.
Wait, Michael, why did you just... Michael.
What?
You just ruined it.
What'd I do?
What do you mean?
Like, you just gave the answer.
Oh, shit. You have it written here as Sandlot song.
What's the answer?
Never mind. Like, we're just going to have to move on and not do that.
Wait. Why don't we just play it and see if he knows?
I mean...
Chris, trust me. Play the song.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
What movie is this from?
I thought you were going to... Well, now I know it's from Sandlot, but I thought you were going to ask me the name of the movie.
All right, I'm sorry. I thought there was an outside chance he still didn't say it. I screwed up. I'm sorry.
Okay, I know that's an instrumental song from like way back from the 60s or something. I know the song, but I have no idea who performed it.
Chris, the problem
we
is
don't-
you have it listed as Sandlot song. Like
I know,
I
know. I need you to think on your feet a little here. You're right. I didn't write out everything for
That's
you.
my bad. It's my bad.
But we also have to remind Greg the name is you're naming the movie. We're not asking you to name the name of the song, right?
Okay.
All right, Dad. Here we go. We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
No.
It was my
Okay.
wedding day.
All
we were
right.
getting married.
So what movie does that go to, Greg?
I think it's a Disney song.
You're right, but what movie?
I know it's a recent Disney song, obviously. I'm taking a wild guess because I don't know. Moana. Is that true?
No,
The same guy wrote it, or it came from the same person, but no.
It's that you know what? You get that was not a terrible guess. You're wrong,
Okay.
but that was not a terrible
What's
guess.
the answer?
It was from Encanto.
In what?
In what?
Encanto?
He goes, in what? In what?
In what?
Encanto.
Encanto. I never
Have you ever heard of it?
Incontinence is more like it.
Okay.
No.
Oh my.
Anyway,
Moving
Dad,
on.
you ready for the next?
Yeah.
All right, the next song is Wild Thing. Na, 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 you make my heart sing.
Oh,
Very
wow.
famous
Okay.
sports movie.
Okay.
What sports movie involved the song Wild Thing
Wild
as a key
Thing.
component of the
Okay,
film?
I'm getting it. I don't need any more hints because I'm envisioning the movie. I can picture the guy on the pitcher's
Where were you when
mound.
the movie came out?
Ah,
Boy, let me come up with it. Hang on, because I think I know it. It's a baseball movie.
oh, the pitcher's mound gave that away?
Is the
What?
name of the movie Wild Thing?
No.
No.
I know this.
The pitcher's name is Rick Vaughn.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it's played by
Okay.
Charlie Sheen.
The character's name is Rick Vaughn.
That's who I was thinking of on the mound, Charlie Sheen. What's it
All right,
called?
but
He even I can
Al
even tell you
Sheen.
the uniform was the Cleveland Indians, I think. But I can't think of the name of it. Damn it! What is it?
Major
It's Major League.
Okay, half a point for that.
No.
No.
Okay,
You
because
get closer to have a point for Encanto.
Okay.
Dad, you
All right.
didn't know it was Sheen. We said Sheen, and
I
then
know,
you
but
were
I
like,
pictured-
"Oh yeah, it was Sheen."
Dad, we kept giving you hints. Like,
Okay. All right.
Anyway,
that
next
one I
one.
knew. I just
All right,
couldn't
the
think of
next-
the name of it.
yeah, okay. The next song is Eye of the Tiger. It's the Eye of the Tiger, the thrill of the fight.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
Oh yeah.
dun,
Okay, I know that
dun,
song well.
dun, dun.
Yeah, that's like 80s rock.
By the way, if you're just listening to us today, go check out our YouTube channel. You're witnessing one of the worst camera operating experiences in the history of content.
Okay.
Who, me?
Yes.
Who, me?
It's
Okay,
Sting.
I know. I have this answer. The Eye of the Tiger. The group was Survivor.
Yes.
No, Dad.
Oh,
we're
my
talking
Lord.
about what movie is it from?
Oh, shoot. Flashdance. No?
Very famously, it's from Rocky.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Rocky 3.
I watched
Isn't
Rocky. I don't
Is it
remember
not
that.
all the Rockies?
No. Eye of the Tiger came out for Rocky 3.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
Dad, you have not seen all the Rockies.
Okay, nobody remembers Rocky 3.
Oh,
Okay,
dude,
when
Rocky
Apollo
3, that had
Creed-
Mr.
No,
T in it. That's iconic.
Yeah, Rocky
No.
3 is good.
Rocky 1 was good. The original Rocky was good.
You bet against Rocky and Rocky 3?
Once AI got involved, right, Dad?
Okay, let's continue. I thought I had that
Yeah,
with Survivor.
yeah. You don't want to have this conversation.
How many times will my dad screw up this game?
The next song
Okay,
is
next.
My Heart Will Go On.
Every night in my dreams,
Okay.
I see you.
Okay, I know that song.
feel you.
I'm ready to give you the correct answer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The Titanic.
Oh, I was just hoping
Yeah.
you'd say Celine Dion.
I know that one was
Was I
pretty
right?
epic. Like that,
You got it right. You got it
I'm
right.
right. Okay.
No, the movie was not called The Titanic. It was just
Aha!
Titanic. Sorry, Greg.
you got it wrong.
Loser.
All right.
Eh.
Okay.
Eh.
No, you got to give me that.
The next
Okay.
song is "Lose Yourself" by
Oh,
Eminem.
good. Yeah, I know it's an Eminem song. That's tough because
Is it tough? Is it tough?
It's really not.
The idea of Greg driving around in his Corvette blasting "Lose Yourself" is funny.
You better lose
Yeah.
yourself.
Top
Let
down.
you move in your moment.
I love that song.
Brada bree dee, brada bree.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. It's set in
Brady.
Detroit. The movie is set in Detroit.
It's a movie about a rapper.
It's such a one of a kind movie. Like there's no other movie like this.
Okay. 8 Mile.
Damn.
Wow. Where the
Wow.
Did that come from?
I told you, Chris, there was a chance. I said like,
Where did that come from though? He was just not getting it and then he just pulled it out of his ass.
As I told you before, I don't know movies, but I do know music. Okay, when you play that song, I know what the song is, and I associate it with music. Like what probably happened was somewhere I read an Eminem interview where he mentioned that song and that movie and stuff like that. Did I ever see the
Gotcha.
movie? Hell no.
all right,
But
Dad.
there you go.
Dad,
I kind of want to have Greg review 8 Mile now.
Yeah.
I would love for
I
him
never saw
to do his. I want to see a rendition of you doing "Lose Yourself." That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Dad.
Not at the moment.
Next song. Here we go. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
What can I say except you're,
You're
welcome?
welcome.
For
Oh,
the
God.
fires.
You're welcome.
I don't even have a guess.
Sung by
Okay.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Greg.
The Rock sings it.
Oh no. Does he sing?
Oh, The Rock has a good singing voice.
Okay, Kindergarten Cop.
You actually the funny
Was
thing
The Rock
is
in that?
you've actually said the
What?
movie title earlier.
You
Like
you have said
you
this
already
movie
said the
title.
movie title in today's episode.
Flashdance.
No,
What is it?
Moana.
No. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
Moana.
Give me another one. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Yes, the Disney
So
classic
what does he have? What does he have?
Flashdance.
He has 2 right so far, right? He got Titanic and he got 8 Mile.
Yeah, I want half
Okay.
credit for Major League.
All right, Dad.
No.
Here we go. Next song. Don't
Okay.
you forget about me.
Forget about me.
Oh yeah, I like that song.
He goes, oh yeah.
When you walk on by,
You
la, la,
call
la,
all
la.
I love that song. I have no idea what movie it's from.
He's
Guy
never
walking
seen this
away
movie, I
At
guarantee
the
it.
end of the movie, the guy's walking away in the field and he throws his arm up.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I know which one. I know it's one of 2 that I would guess.
Okay.
John Hughes movie.
It's you know, the principal, he's like, there's another. He's like, good. He's like, you just got another.
I don't even have a guess. No, I don't know.
All right,
Tell
it's
me.
The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast
I was
Club.
going. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
couldn't remember if it was
God.
Breakfast Club or Fast Times.
Oh, I didn't like The Breakfast Club, although I never saw it. Yeah.
There's a chance you're going to get this one too. But here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
This is a Michael joint. I don't know this one.
Yeah. Hang on just a
Dad,
second.
you have to know this.
The name of the song is Mrs. Robinson.
There you go. Good job, Dad. That's half credit.
Dad, you
No,
don't
that's
know
not
the
half
movie
credit,
this
Dad.
is from?
I thought it was called Mrs. Robinson.
Dad, you're not supposed to guess the name of the song. You're supposed to guess what movie it's from.
Dad, it's
I
what
thought
movie?
the movie was called Mrs. Robinson.
Greg,
Oh.
it was from
No.
1967. The movie was from 1967.
Right. Where have
It's
you
not
gone,
called
Mrs. Robinson?
There was a character, if I remember right.
Yes, there's a character, Dad. This movie was humongous.
I know, but I thought it was called Mrs. Robinson.
It's not.
What's it called?
The Graduate.
Oh, of course. Damn it. The Graduate. I knew that. I knew it was The Graduate. I just couldn't come up with a name. What's next?
That's it.
Oh wait, I got another one. It's pretty well known for the movie. What it is? It's well, I don't know how to come in tonight, and I'm feeling that something ain't right. But I'm so scared that you turn on my chest. Dad, what's that song?
I have
Stuck
no
in
idea.
the middle with you.
Oh yeah, no, it's Steelers Wheel. I like that song. I have no idea what movie it's from. The Sandlot.
What?
The Sandlot.
That would have been good.
No, you don't know? All right,
No?
it's Reservoir Dogs. That Quentin Tarantino.
Oh God,
Oh yeah.
I have no idea.
I do wish that Absence of Malice had a hit song that we could have thrown at him, but
I'm sure there was a song associated with that movie.
I don't think there was a. I tried looking it up. I didn't notice a.
I think there was a song. It
standout,
was
iconic song for it.
Hey, there's a time for letting go.
That was funny. That's a great
Dad,
song by Alan Cherry.
What movie is Gangster's Paradise famously from?
Oh, I love that song.
It was made for this movie, I believe, or like came
Is that
out.
true?
It was on the soundtrack of this movie, I believe.
I love the song. I don't know the movie.
Michelle Pfeiffer as a substitute teacher.
No, I can't even guess.
Dangerous Minds.
Nah, I've never heard of that movie.
Hey, Dad, what about this song? Somewhere. Oh, wait. Oh my God, what song was I singing?
Over the rainbow.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz, baby, and you know it.
No, but that's the AI
Because
version.
the other version done by the guy, the Izzy guy, that was on Meet Joe Black.
Yeah.
So it's been iconic in 2
Dad, I got another one.
films.
Okay.
Tell me something, boy. Are you happy in this modern world? Oh, do you need
He rhymed boy with world.
Okay.
Tell me something that you're fighting for. I'm falling.
Okay. Don't know the song. Don't know the movie.
Star is Born.
The latest iteration of A Star is Born.
Yeah.
Oh, the one with Gaga and what's his name?
Yes. Bradley
And Cooper.
Yep.
Yeah, Cooper.
Brad Coop.
I don't know.
Yeah, Brad Coop.
Is it Bradley Cooper?
Yeah.
All right, Dad, you got 2 right. This is I feel like this is a pretty standard one for you. You got 2 right.
Yeah, he did better than usual, though.
I don't think he did better than usual. I feel like 2 out of 10 is usually his pace.
Well, I disappointed myself because there were a couple of others that, like Major League was one, and The Graduate was
Dad,
another.
we gave you every single hint possible for Major League. Like we walked you to it. I was like Charlie Sheen, baseball movie. He's a reliever, and you didn't know it.
Was I right that it was a Cleveland Indians uniform?
Yeah, you got that after we said Charlie Sheen, baseball movie, closer, Wild Thing.
Okay, I don't care whether you believe it or not, but I was picturing Charlie Sheen on the mound. In other words, I knew the movie.
That makes it worse. Like you're looking for half credit. It's like you didn't know it though.
You're right. Okay, that's fair. If you want to take a hard line, that's fine.
Let's take a break.
Okay. Christopher, I know you're in a time bind. I don't think we have a whole lot more. I have the big 4: dad jokes, 3 facts, Jack, gripe of wrath, and the herb countdown.
Oh, I am so excited for dad jokes. Let's get to them.
Okay.
He's always kind of thinking that his puns are in vogue. He cracks himself up like an egg with a yolk. And now Chris's morale is broke. Dad jokes.
Number 3. Why are all priests fit?
Because they're exorcising demons.
That's close. I'm going to give you half credit. They like to exorcise.
Ah.
Okay. Number 2. What's more impressive than a talking dog?
A chili dog.
A spelling bee.
A spelling bee, not bad.
Number 1. In honor of next Sunday's holiday, why don't you see dinosaurs on Easter?
Their eggs stinked. I don't know.
Correct. Their eggs
Hey,
stink.
nice one.
Nice.
That's so bad. That is so bad. So you read that and you're like going with this one.
Christopher is so proud that he got that right. 3 facts, Jack.
There are 3 things that interest him, so sit right back for 3 facts, Jack.
The first TV show to have reruns was Ohio Silver, away! The Lone Ranger. Number 2, Sir Isaac Newton, most famous for discovering the laws of gravity, also invented the color wheel. Number 1, we all know the Rice Krispies elves are named Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Less known, there was a short-lived 4th elf named Pow.
That is cool. I would have loved to hear this like zap.
Yeah.
Was it played by Rob Riggle? Pa!
Yeah, there you go. Or the guy, Paul Gasol, or whatever the guy's name is we had on our podcast a couple of weeks ago.
And there he is. Death, taxes, and my dad losing his voice at the end of the episode.
I apologize. Gripes of Wrath.
Annoyances, complaints. Greg's got grievances out the ass, so buckle up, Buttercup. It's time for Greg Cote's Gripes of Wrath.
I have a
Real
gripe.
quick, Greg, before you get into this gripe,
Yeah.
I saw no less than 3 tweets this week, unrelated to our show, complaining about things being locked up at a store.
Nice.
In a callback to last week's gripe.
Excellent. Okay. Why don't you mention that after I finish this gripe?
Dad, he just mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
I'm done. Nothing else to say.
I thought you were talking to me as an aside off air. Okay. Gripes of Wrath. I have a gripe about people who act like the worst people on earth are those who don't return their grocery carts and just leave them in the parking lot. I remember
don't do this,
Stan
Dad.
Van Gundy.
We've done this before. This is a losing spot, okay? I've done this before. Like I've even come around on this.
I remember
if
Van Gundy
there's
once.
If there's a cart corral, put your cart back.
Okay. Christopher continues to hijack my gripe. Van Gundy railed about this on the Levitard show once. Talk about a minute misdemeanor of human misbehavior. It ranks below throwing a cigarette butt out the car window. All of the felonious, rotten things human beings do, and you're going to obsess about not returning a cart? You know what? I'm trying to be better about this. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But when I don't, I sail out of that parking lot feeling no guilt whatsoever. As far as I'm concerned, I am saving the job of the teenage cart wrangler who is paid to bring the carts back because I didn't. So you're welcome. He's trying to climb the ladder from the lowest rung of the job totem pole, and I'm saving his job. You're welcome.
So should we be allowed to just litter and throw because there are people paid to clean that up?
No, littering is terrible. I draw the line. No, you can't litter. But in a parking lot, a cart in a parking lot is not litter. It's just a shopping cart.
This is like
wait, but it ranks below littering a cigarette butt out the window.
Yes, absolutely.
You are just stealing. Like I did this. Like this has been done. This take. I'm
griping about it.
You're saying the exact same thing I said 5 years ago.
Where'd you say that?
On the Levitard show. It was like one of my most I get tweets once a week still to this day about
this is one of my first interactions with Chris. Actually,
Yeah.
They made it into a segment on Levitard because I tweeted a picture out, and Chris is like, "Oh, we're going to do this again," and it became a whole segment the next day. This is like one of my before I ever had any songs on the show. This became
Christopher, you agree with me then?
I have said your exact thing of like I really just hate the people that like are the people that look down on their high horse at people. I think there's a lot of people doing this. I see a lot of carts in the parking lot
Right.
for everyone to have this take of it's bad to do it. That was really my take.
Okay.
I do, because I used to have a Publix that didn't have cart corrals. So it's like I'm not walking all the way back into the store. Like if there's a cart corral, I will put it in the cart corral. But my Publix used to be a Publix that didn't have any cart corrals for some reason. Okay. So it was like there were a few times if my car was way in the back of the parking lot, like I'm sorry, I'm not walking all the way back to the store. But yes, I have come around on this. I put my shopping cart back.
Okay. I apologize that in 2025 I did a gripe of wrath that was similar to something you said on the Levitard show that I never saw 5 years earlier.
Yeah,
Herb Countdown.
You've discussed it. We've discussed it on this show before too.
Yeah. I honestly, my move
Herb
now
Top
is
20 Countdown.
my move now is to not even take my shopping cart out of the store. My move these days is if I'm pushing my shopping cart out of the store, I get to the front of the store where the shopping carts go, and I take all my bags and I carry my bags out and I leave the shopping cart in the store.
See, I rarely do that. If I have more than one plastic bag, I'll take a shopping cart out.
That's
I don't
crazy.
carry plastic bags.
That is unnecessary.
No, I like piloting a shopping cart.
I don't carry plastic bags. What is
I don't
that?
carry more than
You like-
one plastic bag.
You like piloting a shopping cart?
Yeah, I do. I like my hands on the wheel, steering my shopping cart through the mall of Publix, up and down the aisles, and then bringing it out to my car. I find great satisfaction, and that's like cleaning a toilet bowl. Herb Top 20 Countdown.
The Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote presents Greg Cote's Top 20 Herbs. Here's Greg Cote with your Herb of the Week.
Okay, let's review what we've done so far at Christopher's request. Number 20, Acmella oleracea, the toothache plant. Number 19, Hall of Fame cornerback Herb Adderley. Number 18, non-irradiated bay leaves. Number 17, 30th U.S. President Herb Hoover. Number 16, 1960s movie about a VW race car, Herb the Love Bug. Number 15, jazz pianist, keyboardist, and composer, Herb Hancock. And now, number 14 in our countdown, but number 1 in Aaron Rodgers' heart and mind, ayahuasca, the mind-bending herb the star NFL QB made headlines for using. It's the rare herb with a psychoactive compound that can cause vivid hallucinations when metabolized.
Maybe some ayahuasca will help your voice. I mean, I just can't get over.
I know
you talk on a
you
podcast. You do this for a living.
You obsess
Like,
on
you're
my
paid
voice.
to talk.
Have you had any water today?
Like
I have water. I haven't had any today, but I have it in my fridge. I know.
11 o'clock.
wake up and drink. Like nourish your body.
I know.
God, it's like
Okay. I know you're annoyed with me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make a pledge
no,
to
you
you.
won't. No, you
No.
won't.
Listen to me. Hear me out. I'm making a pledge right now to you two and to the audience that I will never tape one of our podcasts again without a water bottle right next to me. I swear to you.
We don't need it next to you. We need it in you.
Right. We don't care if you have one at that moment.
Okay.
Hydrate yourself.
Okay. Hydrate. Loadrate is more like it.
That's what you sound like. You sound like a low-drated man. Like you just sound like the insides of your body is this like just this dry like desert that's just like the scene in like Lion King when it's just like, you know, it's like, oh man, look at this like just like sad desert. This is like, oh, just
Okay.
man, I feel so bad for your insides.
Okay. We're putting a bow on this episode. I want to do a quick sports minute and then tie up a couple of loose ends and then we're out of here. Here's my sports minute. Tyreek Hill takes another crap on the Dolphins and his own reputation, and they probably should trade him, but the team is too desperate for his talent and too needy to trade him because he is seen as someone who's going to try to save the job of Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer. Number 2.
I've actually talked to some people on this because there's been reports this past week that the Dolphins are going to trade an All-Pro.
Right.
Like that was the report. Like it's a pretty weird report. Like they're not saying a player. It's just like they're going to trade an All-Pro.
Well, that's who
I think
they're
their only All-Pros are Jalen Ramsey and Tyreek Hill, aren't they?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I've heard. I've my sources are saying it's not going. They're not moving Tyreek Hill.
No, they're not. I wrote a column about that in the Miami Herald, and for the reasons I stated, they're too desperate to save their own jobs to trade who still is their best player. Tyreek Hill is still their best player, and he had a bad season for him last year, but for anybody else, it was a pretty decent season. Almost 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. So for him, a bad season is still okay. His 3-year total with the Dolphins are enormous. 26 touchdowns, more than 400 catches, 4,500 yards. He's been great, and they need him to be great again. That's why they're not going to trade him, even though he's an off-field nightmare and continues to have anger issues. I also want to mention that Alex Ovechkin just surpassed Wayne Gretzky, but will never be seen as better than Gretzky, ever. It's very analogous to me to the Michael versus LeBron situation. No matter how many more points LeBron scores, he's never going to be Michael to a lot of people, and it's the same with Ovechkin.
That is not the same. Like, a lot
I
of
think
people
so.
have LeBron. Like, nobody is like LeBron versus Jordan is a debate. Like, there are people that think LeBron is better. Nobody thinks Ovechkin's better.
I disagree. Where
I've not heard a single person say it this week.
Who has said that?
Okay, you don't think there's Washington Capitals fans who believe that?
I mean,
you don't think there's any NHL fans who are just slaves to the record book and say he scored the most goals now and he's not done yet?
Correct.
Okay.
It's because of Gretzky's full body of work.
Gretzky has like 900 more assists. Like, you could take away every goal. I'm pretty sure you could take away every goal Gretzky ever scored, and he'd still be the points leader all time.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I mentioned on Le Batard show that when you include Gretzky's playoff goals, he still has the most total goals.
I just feel like you're doing a thing right now where it's like you're creating an argument that I've heard nobody make.
Okay, I think you're wrong.
Like, what do you mean? But you just keep who have you heard say that?
I haven't heard anybody say it.
You're just like, I'm assuming it's being said.
People are saying it.
No, they're not.
Okay.
Me maximum.
Okay,
I said it. Therefore,
the weirdest take to rip a take that doesn't exist.
Okay, well, you're then ripping my take that doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm so confused, Greg.
Okay, I know.
I think you saw that Wilt game. The more I think about this,
maybe Greg went and did an ayahuasca retreat and saw the Wilt game.
Yeah, me and Aaron Rodgers were smoking dope and bad-mouthing our country. A quick loose end. I want to thank former Dolphins Joe Rose and Kim Bocamper, the Joe and Bo Show, otherwise known as Out to Pasture, for having me on their podcast this past week. I think it drops Wednesday.
The podcast is called Out to Pasture.
Yeah.
Isn't that like what you do when you kill something?
Well, look, both of them are about my age. Okay, so they're older, former NFL players, and the theme which is one of the reasons they had me on. The theme of their podcast, which I think is pretty smart, is aging and mortality and staying relevant and stuff like that. So it was a great, fun conversation we had, and I think it drops on their podcast Wednesday. I'm not positive, but check out to Pasture for my appearance this week, and I want to thank them for having me on.
Just oozing with energy, that podcast.
It was. We had a great time. We were talking. I was doing.
Greg, remember when you wrote the Trade Marino column?
That did come up. Of
course he did.
We were swapping funny Don Shula stories. It was. You can make fun of it all you want, having not heard it, which is typical of you. But if people who want to listen to it beginning Wednesday or whenever the hell it comes out, please do.
Did your voice sound good?
I think it sounded better than this, but I also remember coughing once uncontrollably because, as you know, when I laugh, I tend to cough, which is bad for a person who goes through life trying to laugh and have fun.
And did they know how to react to that? Or were they like, oh, don't worry about it, we'll take it out? Or was it an awkward moment when you coughed?
No, it was funny. I explained, edit that out, so we just went on.
You did your classic, edit that out.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're an edited podcast or whether that's in. I'll listen to find out. But should we wrap it up now?
Yeah.
I'm thanking you all as always, and I thank you every week because I really appreciate you all being here and coming back and supporting us. And check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe to the GCS YouTube channel if you haven't, to see what you're hearing. It's a lot of fun. Check out our merch store on our website because we have a new That Kind of Thing line of various stuff. So that's fun as well. We will see you all next week unless I die in surgery. Good night, everyone.
Well, I hope this ages well.
I do too. I hope I continue aging.